Hey there, comic book fans. I am back from the comic shop again this week. It was a pretty big week with 11 comics, though 2 of them are reprints and they're the same thing, but I'll show you those in a second. But first, we'll show you the top of the printer museum books I was looking at this week. We got a Frank Brunner, Alien Worlds, Pacific Comics, early 80s, Big Butt, and a Monster. And, Jack Kirby and Frank Giacoia, it says this one is. Tales of Suspense number, what number is this? 92. Little Nick Fury there. Who was that villain? I don't know. Before my eyes, Nick Fury died. I'm not sure who that villain is. Is he one of the sleepers or something like that? Well, these are the 2 covers I looked at. I'd like a Big Butt and a Monster. There we go. Make a rap song out of that, will you? So, these 2 are good. Now I'll put them away and pull 2 more out. We also got Comic Shop News. Doctor Strange number 1. I have to say the new guys who are doing Comic Shop News, so far I've been underwhelmed by it. Because they were obviously Wizard fans. Because they got some sort of like casting call stuff. And there we go. Casting call. Which I never... And it seems very thin on information, especially about the indies. So it's like... oh, look, there's a comic strip down there. A little Crazy Cat. But, you know, it's free, so I'll still pick it up. But so far, I like the old one better. The old one, I think, had more info in it. But we'll see what these guys do with it. And what else do we have? Oh, the third... Let me move that mic. The third and final issue of The Ends. This is one with my name in it. This one came out weekly. Bad Idea comic. Let's see that. Ooh, check out that gloss varnish there on the back. Some gloss varnish on the front. And this is the... We'll see how this is. This is kind of... takes place in 85 or something, and it's shaping up to be some guy, there's a local neo-Nazi skinhead rally going on in this. And some of the World War II vets were the local, what do they call it, the veterans, that veterans club that everybody has. They're not too happy about it. They're the ones who fought the Nazis in World War II, so it looks like things are coming to a head in this issue. But it's David Lapham stuff, so... I'm always a fan of David Lapham stuff, and my name's back there in the final page under production, so figured I'd show you that. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, look, a new issue of Saga. Issue 61. I'm never sure what's going on in Saga. It's one of those books that I just like reading, and then I never think about again after I read the issue. So what's going on in Saga? I don't know. We got naked people and a guy blowing up. Besides that, I don't know what's going on. We'll have to see. What else? Oh, this one's been nutty. Plush number 3. Horror book. From the same team that brought us Vinyl. Wagner, Hilliard, Renzi, and Dukeshire. It's about this guy who gets involved with these... What are they? Furries. But they're some sort of real monster furries. And he's kind of in over his head. And the local police don't like him, and all sorts of fun stuff are going on. So we'll see what happens in that one. I've been enjoying it. And of course, Monstrous, issue 42. This one's been going for a while. I don't know what the end number is on this, or if they've announced one yet, but 42 is a lot of issues, especially these days for an indie book. Always good fantasy story, war going on between the different fantasy factions, human beings, these half-animal people. Elder gods, servants, all sorts of stuff going on in this one. Been enjoying it for 42 issues, or 41 issues, that's the 42nd. What we got here? Junkyard Joe, issue number 4. This one's taking me by surprise. I've liked it a lot. It's by the same team that brought us Geiger, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, Brad Anderson. The Unnamed Project, I think it is. Mad Ghost, I guess they got imprints upon imprints over there at Image sometimes. And really, this is the best art I've seen Gary Frank do. He's getting a lot more expression out of his stuff than he ever did before. And Junkyard Joe was some sort of robot that they made back in the days of Vietnam, and now he's come back. And one of the guys who was a soldier in Vietnam came back from Vietnam and started a comic strip, Junkyard Joe, which, you know, just a comedy comic strip. And now it's present day and age, and he's retired, the comic strip, and Junkyard Joe shows up at his doorstep, and all sorts of and I think some sort of secret government guys are coming after Junkyard Joe. We'll have to see, but I've really enjoyed this one. It's taken me a little by surprise. Like I said, Geiger was a B to me. This is more an A. Then here's two we got. Reprints. Invincible and Invincible Undeluxe. This is a facsimile edition of Invincible. Ads and all, even though I think there's only ads in the back of this one. Hey, but the ad in the back is for Invincible. What the? Invincible Compendium Volume 1. New comic shop exclusive hardcover edition collecting 48 issues of Invincible. I've already got them in the 12-issue hardcovers. That's good enough for me. But I figured I'd pick these up just for fun. And then this one is the black and white version. Or if you want to... what the heck is Undeluxe? They've got an promotional art in black and white, I guess. So I just picked these two up just for fun. I'm an Invincible fan. I don't have all the issues. I have them all in collected editions. But now I've got these. We got Damn Them All, issue number 4. This one's been getting better with each issue. It's a story of it's a magic story that it's a nice art. Charlie Adler is killing it on the art. He's doing a real nice job. Simon Spurrier is writing it, and it's kind of it's almost a John Constantine story, except it would be as if John Constantine died and his niece is trying to figure out what's going on now that he's dead, and the world of magic is kind of freaking out over in London. Well, magic was always really hard to do, and now it's really easy to do. So it's messing up the balance of power on Earth, I guess. But good stuff. Wow, there's really some blurry artwork in this one too. I guess there's magic going on. But I've enjoyed this one. Each issue I think has gotten better. That's always a good sign. Then we got the final issue of Creepshow, Tales of Suspense and Horror. I think this is only a 5-issue series. You get two horror stories in here. Let's see who's doing this one. Thirst Trap, Steve Orlando, writer. Mariana Ignazi, artist. Fabiana Mascolo, colorist. Pat Brousseau, letterer. Pat Brousseau letters the second one, too. Clay McLeod Chapman, the writer. Anwita Sidria, artist. And Jordi Belair, colorist. But I enjoy a nice horror anthology, so I've been getting this one. I suppose they'll put it out in a nice collected edition. You can always get that. Probably get better value than these individual issues, but you know, what the heck. I like comics. I like their covers. Fun stuff. Then what else do we have here? We have got Cerebus in Hell 2023. This one of the, I don't know what these, it's like a preview of Cerebus in Hell. Why don't they just give us an issue of Cerebus in Hell? Oh, it's a calendar. Whoops, dropped it. So it's a Cerebus in Hell calendar. Weird, man. Is that Hitler? What? Man, I don't know what Dave Sim's doing. He must be making some Hitler jokes. It is hell, after all. But I guess these are the different themes that are going to be in the different months of Cerebus in Hell. So, well, oh, there we go. I see the Cancel America. So it's a Captain America parody one. That's probably the next one that'll have Hitler in it. For all you people who love those, timely Hitler jokes, you got Dave Sim. And then the final one we got is the Approach number 3. This one has been like the movie The Thing, where they're trapped in an airport with some sort of monster. It's been well done. It's Jeremy Juan and Jason Hurley are the writers. Jesus Hervais and Leia Caballero is illustrated by, but I bought this because I like Jeremy Juan's writing in general. So far it's been okay. Hasn't been as good as like Red Mother that he did, but it's been fun. Like I said, it's very much like The Thing, but instead of Antarctica, they're snowed in an airport somewhere. So that was good. It's been good so far. It's probably only like a 5 or 6 issue series too, since it's from Boom. Seems like mini-series stuff, not continuing. And what do we have here? Dreams of Things number 170. This is the latest one I colored. That one's kind of strange. My neighbor, my little girl the little girl lives next door, looked at this and said, "I call this guy the creepy guy." And I left this uncolored. First, I didn't notice I left it uncolored. Then I went, you know what? I think I like it uncolored. It makes it even stranger that there's that one little guy who's in black and white and everybody else is in these raucous colors that are very, and in this one, sometimes I'm going to say sit down to do it, but I actually stand and work. I stand up to work, and I just couldn't organize these colors. I'm like, I'm going for color chaos in this one. I do not feel like organizing colors. So that's what I went for in this, just that chaos of different colors in there. Everything is wacky and wild, and there's not my usual distinct color order. It's like there's reds slashing into reds and connecting here and there, and I kind of like the way it came out, but it's a weird one. So there you go. Some art, some comics, and you guys have a good week out there.